Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to possibly the finale of Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. Last time we left off, we had one final testimony to hear from Alba, and although we were so close, like there was also always something that was going to stop us from actually, pinning everything on him. But out of nowhere, and surprisingly, we got help from Larry and Miss Oldbag. And now with all this logic we have, this is our final logic portion of the game. So let's go ahead and start, go ahead and connecting stuff. So we know that these samurai dogs, they were sitting in the push cart, and, well, there's a body in the push cart. They may go together because, well, they found, they were right, they should be together. So, let's go ahead and connect these two. Killer used the pushcart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled on the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer. Which only makes sense. Now, the only two things we can have here are the rising sun dogs and them being removed. So, time to connect our final logic. Here we go. That which should not exist. This box of samurai dogs with a Hinomaru on it. I'm saying that right. If this red rising sun, and there goes my phone, was filled in with the killer, if it was filled in when the killer was busy removing dogs from the pushcart, then it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be. Oh, red substance, huh? I wonder what the hell could that mean. Oh, look, well, not look, but I was reading a text. Oh, that's nice. One of my family members finally got the place they were looking for. Yay! Wendy Oldbag. I thank you. What you have given to me is truly something very special. Edgy poo! Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure you're feeling okay, sir? Mr. Alba, as I suspected, you killed Mr. Coach in the dressing room. How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? Haven't you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless! The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate with this is some definitive evidence. That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you've erased every piece of evidence that you could incriminate you. However, there remains one piece here, and it's what will put you away for good. Ha! You're bluffing. Oh-ho! Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs we need to go after this guy's jugular. So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs is gonna put that old man away? The trace of evidence that will bring him down? Why, it's here, of course. And there goes my phone again. So yeah, remember what Edgeworth said. If he thinks the red substance is what I think it is. So right here. No other box has this. So maybe either it was a printing mistake, or they do have a special case, or this isn't what we think it is at all. This box of samurai dogs with a rising sun fan on it. This should never have existed. So I want you all to take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood. Huh? What? Blood, you say? Agent Lang, I like this blood analyzed post-haste. Oh, I've got to admit, I'm a bit surprised. I can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey you! Get this out to the lab, pronto! But why was there blood in that box to begin with? If you think about the flow of crime, I think that a reason will become obvious. Larry, you said that you transported the samurai dogs with a pushcart, correct? Yeah. Oh, you have a great memory, Edgy. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, you know what I mean? So I had to make sure that everyone could see him. I had to pile some stuff in. I figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart. If what Larry says is true, then what were the boxes doing on the floor? Ah, I see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart. Exactly. And that is what I believe the victim's blood found its way onto that box. But when my men investigated the room, and not a single box of samurai dogs was in there, because embassy staff members had already confiscated them. Yes, no doubt to hide their evidence of the murder. It's a good thing Miss Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got to them, huh? Looks like Miss Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame. What a scandalous way of putting that! I didn't steal, I received it for myself. Kirikusalba, I'd say this was one very fatal oversight on your part. Sorry to rain on your little love fest. However, how can he be so confident in a no-win situation for him like this? Even if that blood turns out to belong to Manikochin, then what? Huh. So, Mr. Edgeworth, it sounds like he's not ready to call it quits just yet, huh? The sole piece of evidence that was left on that scene of the crime, that alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder occurred in a dressing room. And you say that like it means something. Huh? Excuse me, sirs! Report! What were the results of the analysis? Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood. I knew it! With this, Kirikusalba. Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humor my question. Your question? The one from before, or have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Kochin's blood, what difference would it make? Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene that was that dressing room. But it doesn't prove that I am your killer, now does it? Ugh, that's... he has a very good point. The blood on that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer. Then, this evidence, it's meaningless. That can't be! We were so close, sir! I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's gotta be something we can do. We finally found a solid... Oh, I'm trying to see what the hell my dog is eating. Benji! What are you eating? I'll be right back, guys. I gotta make sure what the hell he's doing. Alright, good thing I stopped him from whatever he was doing. He was eating the damn eye off a toy. I don't know what the hell's wrong with my dog. He likes tearing off the eyes and noses. He likes ripping apart toys. And I feel bad because he's ripping apart my other dog's toys. And it's like, oh. We finally found a solid piece of evidence. There must be something I can expose with it. I can't think of a single thing. Oh, jeez. Oh, he just keeps laughing. I think we're screwed. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way. Who was that this time? Who was that? It's too late! I won't allow anyone to stop me now! It wasn't me, pal! And it wasn't me this time either! It wasn't me either! It was me! Who could that be? Why did you... because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. There's more? What? Hurry up and spit it out! Yes, sir! That blood I mentioned, it's not of the same blood type as the victim's blood. What? No! What? What? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then who the hell is it? I don't know, sir! All I know is it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore. Neither do I. Ha 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 ha. My, what an amusing turn of events. That blood drop proves something to be true, alright. Namely, my words. And which one of your words will that be? The one where I said that your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood got onto that box long before it entered my embassy? What sort of nonsense? Yeah, it's blood, pal! There's no way it's not related to the murder. So you would like to believe. But what if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed? What then? I guess that's possible. Damn it! Have we been wasting our time on a red herring? The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. Kirkus Alba, you bastard! Silence! Don't you ever address me in such a filthy word again. I've wasted enough time here with you, and you have your answers. Now let me through. Benji, are you eating another damn toy? Stop it! Oh, God, this is such a handful. Alba, it doesn't matter where you run off to. You'll never escape me. Someday, I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you. You'll see. And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see if working to see to it that the day comes. Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. Oh! Is this really the extent of all that we can do? Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim? Just when I thought I had backed into a corner, it is I who had been backed into one. In a situation like this, what would that man do? What would he, who could turn any desperate situation around, do? Turn it around. That's it! I must turn my way of thinking around! It's not whose blood is this, it's whose blood could get onto the box like this. And if I think about it that way, if the blood got onto the box when the body was being placed into the push carts, then the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at the time. And there's only one person that could be! Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from center stage, and will be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you will ever know. Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me, not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me. Oh boy, what the... Okay, they must have heard something outside. Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. What do you mean? Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful. Pitiful. How so? Kirkus Alba, your wings were clipped long ago. And for someone who is trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is a perfect word to describe you. Ha! Mere words. What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth? Just what you think it means, Kay. We had already caught him in our trap a while back, with an incredibly powerful definitive piece of evidence. Hey, Ursa, Mr. Prosecutor, care to speak in English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? The piece of evidence I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood. But we know it's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to this case at all. Miss Von Karma, I believe this is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. You're looking a little pale. Good. I believe you are already aware of what I mean. Then you know who the blood belongs to. Of course I do. This piece of evidence is an irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of samurai dogs belongs to this person. Now, I know I said this is going to be the finale, but this is too good to stop to be true, and too good to not stop at. Because I know if I stop it now, I know for a fact the next part will be the finale. So, Because I'm afraid I'm also afraid if I keep continuing on, the video will be way too long. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. And next time, we'll figure out whose blood was on the Samurai Dog's box. Although it shouldn't be that hard when you kind of think about it. And we should put an end to this case and an end to this game. An end to this LP. So, as usual, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys next time for the finale of Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. I'll see you guys later.